Good evening, everyone. Taibu Muad'Dib, host, podcast entertainer, author, motivational speaker.
The issue of gun violence isn't going away because there are
every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah. It's cold out here, y'all. And I'm telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south and spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave ship. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents right. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthing place. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your paper, flashy cars, and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Them the folks who scheme and plot. Once they pass the laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. I got my fist raised. And unity is in my heart. No matter who you are, come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah. That's how it starts. Go get them. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. That they still don't know. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Muad'Dib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in. Dr. Brother Stephen Anderson Day. Taibu Muad'Dib. Got a hot show for y'all tonight. Ain't gonna play no games. Get right to it. So, this is your first time on the show, right, Mr. Day?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, why don't you talk to the audience, man? Tell them where you're from, tell them where you're at, and tell them what you do.
So, my name is Stephen Anderson Day. Some people call me Steph, some call me Anderson, some call me Elder, whichever one. Born and raised in Indiana, lived in Detroit for a little bit over a decade. Okay. And now I'm in the great city of Dallas, Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, artist, recording, and preacher, man. So that's all in one. Father, grandfather, and that's it, man. That's the short. I don't like to talk too long about it. So,
well, I mean, you the man of the hour right now. It's important for me to reach out to the community and get the voices of the people. Folks. I'm getting to about a good 1,000 people a show now over here on TikTok. They want to hear from you, man. So I'm giving what they want. Shout out to Indiana, right? It's great state, good people.
I went to Indiana University, Indiana State
That's what's up.
University. I went. Yep, I was in ISU. I was in Terre Haute for like 2.5 years. Good times, man.
How how was life in Terre Haute, man?
Huh?
Seemed like there was nothing to do in Terre Haute. How was life out that way?
I mean, I was in college. I lettered at defensive end for Indiana State.
Oh,
You know,
word.
I mean, had a lot of good times up there. It's just, I mean, my path and my career got it stalled because I played for head coaches that were, just extremely culturally biased Europeans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it came down to. And I graduated from a, all African high school in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It was, culture shock. I thought just playing football and keeping my grades right, I would get my opportunity. I wasn't prepared for the politics involved and how, Europeans in power, especially the men, they want you to, do things that cause you to quit. They want to every European man I've ever met in a position of power that wasn't trying to be friendly or trying to be nice or trying to get, pull me up. He wanted to emasculate me. He wanted to, make me know my position. And it was always overt. My first college coach, may he rest in peace. He's dead now, but my first college coach, Randy Walker, told me to my face, I can get 100 guys to play just as good as you, but they'll do what I say.
Wow.
So,
and it's crazy you say that because that was one of our issues growing up in Indiana. I'm from Northern Indiana, and we had teachers like that, man. They anything they could do to make you, to, like you said, emasculate you or to make you feel even enslaved to them in what you do. That like they really held your future in their hand. It was really crazy dealing with that a lot.
yeah, but I'm telling you, shout out to Indiana. There's still a lot of good people there. A lot of good people there, and I'm happy and excited about getting back to that area when I'm really big coaching and speaking. I have such a huge story because Indiana State University was my second college, but I did my first prison bit there.
Oh wow!
So I was in RDC. I was in Plainfield. They kicked me up to up there up north. So I was outside the wall, Michigan City. I was at Westville, for a short period of time. So I caught my first bit in Indiana. So I experienced both sides, of defense. And it's interesting, to meet somebody from there. But yeah, from Jeffersonville all the way up to Muncie, Evansville.
Wow.
I was all over Indiana. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I was all over Indiana. You know what I mean? It was places on 38th I'd post up. My man Chuck was from Hallville. You know what I'm saying? So I was all up on the east side of Navtown. I was all over Indiana.
You were south, boy.
I was all over.
South.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
so it's interesting to meet somebody from there. And y'all don't, if you've never been to Indiana, you don't know like the Coke bottle, Coca-Cola started in Terre Haute, the Jackson 5 Indiana.
Gary.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Gary, and trust me, you have to go to Gary, Indiana to understand how big that is.
It's a big deal.
Gary, Indiana is a Walmart and a railroad crossing. That's all, Gary. Shout out to Lou Wallace. I almost married a young lady from Lou Wallace high school in Gary.
Man, we used to lose all our track meets to them. Them jokers some fast runners.
That's what I'm saying. That's what she
lost all our track meets.
That's what I'm saying. She ran track. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met her. She was a track runner down there in Indiana State from Lou Wallace. It's crazy.
Yeah, we used to run against all our indoor meets were against them, and we would lose.
Shout out to Horace, man, Lou Wallace, man, all them schools up there in Gary, man.
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of good people that I met.
West Side.
Yeah. So
GI West Side.
don't ever forget about Fort Wayne, all the G's out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Fort Wayne, you know what I'm saying? I met a lot of good people in Indiana. Indiana is where I started to rap. You know what I'm saying? I started freestyling with some guys in college, and that's where the whole rap thing came from. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody that was doing it big down there, just the whole culture. And yeah, at those times and in those days and in those situations, I was really raw. I was really, really raw. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could get it. You know what I'm saying? If people see me now like I'm an OG, you know what I'm saying? People call me old school. Like, what's up, old school? I can dig it. Cause I can dig it because, man, I lost a lot of people along the way. You know what I mean? Keeping it real. So you moved around a little bit. What brought you to the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
I came here to do like a charity event over 10 years ago. Man, I became intrigued with the region, and so I knew then I was like, they want to make DFW my home, and then finally after my children got grown and moved out, I moved here. I was like, man, I'm gonna go do it finally. So it was cool. Just to it was a leap of faith to move out here. Just want to be normal, kind of get away from what I've been doing pretty much all my life, and just want to do something different. So that's what drew me here.
This podcast is being brought to you courtesy of the First Step Coaching Academy, with programs to help folks in transitional and functional needs. If you're moving from one type of a relationship to the next, if you're going through experiencing mental health situations, or you just want to be more, that's what I do. I build people from the ground up based off my EFC philosophy towards life. The mindset shift that I bring people through is awesome. It's transformative, and I feel blessed to be a podcaster, a coach, and a speaker. So you can follow us on Facebook. If you're not over on YouTube yet, make sure you get over there to see the full episode. All right, let's get off into these screen shares tonight. The topic. What's the topic, Mr. Day? Tell me what the topic is.
Bruh. Hello?
What's that topic?
Oh, okay. So tonight we're gonna deal with this issue. It's gonna be a little touchy. Deal with women kind of dissing men. I know we've kind of gone viral a lot, watching a lot of people talk about. We've seen the scenario. I think it was that reenactment of people women feeling they were too good, kind of to go. What was it to? Any restaurant, they want to go to restaurants that they normally wouldn't go to. But tonight our discussion, we're talking about why women have these demands or want certain men to be with them, or once they kind of pull them in, how they will throw them away a little bit or kind of diss them once they kind of break them and they desire a certain type of man, a certain level of man.
And do you have any kind of experience personally with that? Did you feel like you met that special someone only to find out later that she was really just out for herself, selfish, trying to take advantage of you in some kind of way? The whole
I've had that on several occasions, and not knowing they were kind of crafty in the way they approached. Some were in survival mode. They were already kind of broken within themselves. Right. So a lot of the issues we started having in our relationship was, not that I was perfect or anything, but it was a whole lot of projecting. First, come off as with a little love bombing and trying to be cool. And then when they kind of woo you in, all this projecting come out. You become you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. The next thing you know, now it's like everything about you has become minimized. Okay. Everything just trying to chop down everything about your being. because they have some issues, some unresolved issues that had nothing to do with you, or to do with me rather. And so that has become a issue.
But still,
Trying to build a
but still,
relationship.
I mean, this is Live Your Truth is a podcast where everybody has a voice, and so I still want to get to the meat of the main deal right here is what I guess I'm really asking when I say a personal connection to this topic. I'm saying, what was the actual cost for you? I mean, did it leave you kind of scorn towards women? Do you think that you were able after that? I mean, we'll say the first chick that really dissed and dogged you, right? You thought it was all good. She pulled you in. She was like you was a king, then flipped on you, and now she dogging your name out. She got you going crazy. Like, how after you extricated yourself from that situation, do you think that you viewed women, that you gave women a harder time? Let's call it what it is.
Yes, I did. And I'll say this: the reason why I work as a hairstylist as well. So I worked in a hair salon, and I saw how so many of them would talk and brag about how they treat their man. And I had to keep quiet. Now my boss knew what I was going through, but I had to keep quiet because I was going through some of the same things. And stuff they were doing behind their man back, stuff was going on behind my back, and I didn't know. But then when I found out, I had to keep quiet because I had to see how the thing was going to play out. And it kind of made me view women a little different. And I was a little bit harder on them because now when they cry wolf, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. You convincing.
Oh, okay. So I don't mean women in your social circle. I'm talking about the women that you date. Do you think that you were?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of what I'm saying, even just from what I was experiencing,
right?
When I would get into a relationship or kind of get to dealing, it was kind of like, I'm still gonna watch you. I don't care how sweet you are. I didn't become cynical, but I became more careful, and I started operating a little slow.
Let me go to this screen share real quick, just we're gonna go to this screen share. I want you to tell the audience on Live Your Truth if a chick ever had you to the point where you was mad enough to go out, be out in the streets like this.
Shit. Real out here. That's right. Oh! What's behind the Chadwick? What's behind the Chadwick? She just stabbed you. She just stabbed you. Back up, get out the
So, I mean, when you look at that video and you know what you've been through personally, what do you think? Were you ever that upset over a breakup or over something you found out about a woman? Or talk to us.
I got that upset. I didn't react like that, but I did. I was that upset. Okay. I could have shut the world down.
Okay.
Like I was like I had murder in my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it a feeling of betrayal, or was it like like you could have just been honest with me from the door, or what kind of situation was it?
It was definitely betrayal because
Okay.
You give your heart to somebody and you give your time to somebody. You give your patience to somebody. You give your money to somebody. And I know men don't like to say it, but you give your body to them, and it's a lot going on, and it wakes up a whole lot of feelings, man. Especially if you I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a man that had dealt with a lot of disappointments. So when you think you finally got that one person that's gonna be solid in your life, and they say all the right things, they behave the right way, all of that stuff, and then for them to do a 180 on you, it's like what? It's a great taking. Emotionally, it's a great taking.
Okay. All right. So I think that, when we look at the topic tonight, uh I will admit that because I was raised in a situation where I was predominantly listening to the women's side of things,
Mm-hmm.
that I think that I was already being set up to be tricked, used, dissed, dogged, and played myself, because I'm not looking at the woman like, she's the perpetrator of the drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at her like, like you said, like she's the dog in the situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at her like, she's going to instigate uh infidelity or other types of messiness in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
uh and I think that men uh who find themselves in the same situation come to realize that we're blinded to the machinations of a lot of women and how they get down, because we see our mom or our sisters as people that support us as we grew up, people that had our back, so we just kind of expect a woman that we choose to deal with to do the same. and
Right.
that and that just isn't the truth of it. That's not the truth of it. That chick that you meet, she might be scorned. She may have just gotten, and they'll never tell you like, I'm scorned, I'm toxic. What they'll say is they'll give you this damsel in distress talk. You know what I'm saying? And
It's a claim to fame.
and because I had the domestic violence bug, for a long time, right?
Hmm.
I was that guy. So my baby mamas or chicks that would deal with me, that next guy, he had to play the hero. It didn't really work that well, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was pretty much how they hooked another guy in easily.
Yeah, because you sell this story. It's very dramatic. You're broken. You're trying to heal.
My
You
case,
just want to be treated right finally.
I'm saying in my case, it was all true. It was
Right.
all true. You know what I'm saying? So they had the right to say what they said about me. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying for
Right.
me meeting them, right? Uh,
Hmm.
a lot of women, what I'm saying, they're gonna snare you into a situation where you feel like you're on top of the world, nothing can compare to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so
Right.
in that sense, men don't really have a chance because we don't have that kind of I don't want to use the word game, but we don't have that way of spinning that tail, right? We don't have that sob story. Men, when we were talking about this last night about how men shouldn't cry in front of women, you know what I'm saying, the whole macho thing. So
Right.
we just don't come into a situation spinning that tail of needing to be helping down. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies, I'm gonna hook you up right now. There's a considerable amount of bums out there who do. If a man shoots you a sob story, that's a definite red flag. Ain't no real man,
Right.
ain't no real man approaching no chick and he has a sob story. And
No.
the women that fall for it, they're just waiting to have that kind of total control and don't realize that this dude is a master of the art. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get what you if y'all take that bum in off the street, you know what I'm saying? Clothing, housing, feeding, that you get what you deserve because he's definitely gonna come up off you, cheat on you, dang, not even beat on you. Who knows? But he's definitely gonna dog you out
He's
because
definitely gonna run game. He's
because
definitely gonna run game.
well, I'm saying they're because they're not, but he wins because they're not ready for a man to have that to come in the door with that. You know what I'm saying? They think it's just as genuine as we think that they are with the sob story. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So but I'm just throwing that nugget out there, a few ladies. If a man is a straight up bum, he's that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the sob story. Oh, my baby mama called the police on me. I didn't do nothing to her. Here's a police report. You see, I ain't lay a hand on her. She's got me locked up for no reason. Now I'm out here in the cold and I can't get nothing going. My job will take me back. You know what I'm saying? He's that in the situation for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And so what you end up with is a weird dynamic of the real dudes, the real man trying to come in situations because a woman's attractive. She already has kids. She don't want you to say nothing to them. She don't want you to touch them. She don't want you to teach them nothing. You can't
Oh my
lead them.
goodness.
You can't lead them because she won't get that spot up. So they just out there. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of like in your own little orbit. You know what I'm saying? This is the craziest thing. So a lot of different.
I see that a lot. I see that a lot now.
Go ahead.
Men that are they're interested in the lady, and there's issues, especially if they already have children. They have their own family dynamic. And you saying, hey, you gonna come into the family. You gonna be my man. You're gonna be the king of the house. You the prince. All of that good stuff. You the priest of the home, but they don't get to be the priest of the home because the minute the child do something and the man says something to him, well, you're not their father. Or the child be like, you're not my father. You can't say this, you can't say that. And I've seen so many brothers who are living in torment because the children walk all over them. And then some of the children don't even respect their mother because their mother allowed them to behave like that. And so, but the man love him. And he's like, man, I'm committed to this chick, but he doesn't get that in return. It's always. And then now, mind you, the other parties, these children's father isn't in their life. They don't have a father. Right. So now you got a man that's willing to stand up and be a man and teach them, some principles and to lead the home. He gets all of this resistance.
Isn't so that weird loyalty, yeah, but them is his kids and I want nobody to do me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that weird loyalty, it is kind of strange. But so tonight, so we're talking about 3 different types of women, right? You got the obvious never satisfied type, right? Ooh. Always looking for the back door, always needing another man's validation. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no boundaries with men that she works with or talks to or see at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Her social media, you met her a year ago. Her social media is double the size now. You know what I'm saying? Following everybody get to follow. So you got to think about stuff like that. The second type of one we talk about is the one that's the flip artist, right? She's your queen to be. You singing everybody praises to her. This is the one that makes you look like old dude in that video we just saw, right? She's the one that you take home to meet your parents. You making all these plans with her and stuff like that. Little do you know, you know what I'm saying? So I talk a lot about getting the lie detector test before you get serious with somebody these days. Get that test, people. Get that lie detector test. I don't care how much you and they're all gonna say the same thing because they said it on my show, Mr. Day. You can go back and look at my podcast, my year of mess when I was doing just relationships. They all say, if I gotta go through all that, I ain't gonna be in a relationship.
Trying to be in a relationship.
That's the point.
They don't want the accountability.
That's the look. If you are gonna lay and play people, don't wear your heart on your sleeve out here these days because that flip artist chick will take you down. And then we have the last one we're talking about tonight, right? We're talking about the single mom that just can't get right. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, because the single chicks that don't have kids, they're relishing it these days. From what I see, and Dallas Fort Worth is a big city. The chicks that don't have kids, whether they 49 or 29 or 19, they're relishing in it. They like what? They party all the time. They doing anything, right? They're not even interested. They're not even interested in even talking about it. Like, it's fools out here. I want you to have my baby. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh yeah, he getting blocked. You know what I'm saying? He getting ghosted. I'm telling you that because they've seen enough. But yeah, they're a silent minority. The majority of the women out here spread them legs, gap them legs between 17 and 25, and they have 1 or 2 packages. Now, may rest in peace, Mr. Kevin Samuel called them liabilities. They're only liabilities if the mom that they're attached to is a liability. And see, you know, that has to be said. So the last one we're talking about is the baby mama that just can't get right for whatever reason, just can't get right. These three types of women do tear down men. They rip your soul out. I've dated all three. At 48, I've had the unfortunate pleasure to date all three. But what I like to say is, for the men out there, if you're not going to get the lie detector test before you commit yourself to a monogamous relationship with that woman, whether you live with her or not, definitely before you cohabitate or get married on a serious higher level. If you're not going to lie detector test, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get played. It just is what it just is what it is. Because every chick out here is dating physically, emotionally, and mentally 3 men at the same time. Every woman to a man.
Yes.
Every woman, they're dating the guy that they're with physically. Whoever they're with physically, they're dating him in some kind of way, shape, or form. Whether he's gay, boo, whatever, he's dating them. All right. So then they're dating the guy that they used to be with. Every chick above the age, I would say 16 and a half these days, she has an ex that she can't let go of.
Can't let go. Mm-hmm.
She does. She has an ex that she can't let go of, and that is what it is. All right.
Wow.
I mean, I'm telling you right now. You know, we all know the mystique behind the first, you know, or it could be the second. You know, the first might be behind in the backseat of a truck. Who knows? But the whatever guy that she mostly connects with for the first time, that first true love, real love, no matter how young or old they are, that first time, it's always it's a mystique. For women, it's a lot deeper than men. Men can shake that off. You know what I'm saying? But women, it's tough. Right. So it's who they used to be with, the person they're with, and then mentally stimulated by who? The guy they want to be with. Right. So from a young age, we all are what? Starstruck. Right. You know, for a lot of Latino women, it was Ricky Martin for a long time. I'm showing my age, y'all. Ricky Martin for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about for real, like, you know, and, you know, you got different baseball players out there for Latina sisters. For the, you know, it went from light skin to dark skin for the sisters, right? It first was the Shamar Moore, then Tyson Beckford. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just the skin hue changed, the brother changed, you know, Denzel kind of in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, so we grow up in a culture where we look at who we would like to be with. And so women are always stuck in that mentality. When they get past a certain age, they're always looking for that childhood crush, movie star. So whatever guy gives them that, you know, it probably ain't going to be you. Not only that, as far as physical attraction, but the mental stimulation. That's what this whole work husband phenomenon is about. You know what I'm saying? She spends more time with him and he stimulates her in some way, shape, or form. So they vibing, right? Bottom line, they vibe. Yes. Whether it turns into something or not. And so, fellas, I'm telling you right now, if you don't get that lie detector test, and I'm telling everybody right now, a healthy relationship involves a lie detector test every 60 to 90 days. It does. Putting people on the clock will stimulate more honesty than not. If you leave it wide open to chance, you're going to get played. Go ahead, Stephen. Talk to me.
I agree.
That's my personal philosophy. I want you to break it down because you knew the topic, so I want to hear it from you. I want everybody to hear it from you. But that's Taibu's rules. That's what it is. But you go ahead and break it down. What you think about women that are always looking for the back door, women who flip on you, tear you down. They all tear men down. The men out there need to know. Stop watching these TikToks of these loving men talking about she's your queen. If you build her up and if you water the flower, it will grow. I'm telling you right now.
That's not always true. And so this go back to my first, what I was saying in the beginning.
Okay.
Working in the salon, I've seen women who've had a man that is a doctor.
Okay.
He provides for her. She has children by him. She's there. You know, she's not without anything. She has whatever she wants.
Perfect.
You know,
his family. Right.
You get a new Mercedes every other birthday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get to change them out. But you got a side dude coming into the shop, bringing you lunch.
Mm.
You got a side dude, ain't got half the money your man got, or you know, and they could be somebody from work, like your work husband, or some dude you done met at the club when you supposed to been out on girls' night.
Mm.
And so you have all these type of dudes you fooling around with. Husband, you know, you and your husband look like a model couple, like both of y'all, beautiful, just a handsome couple.
Right.
And you got some little scallywag between you, Long John Silver, and you and it's cute. And you openly flaunt it in front of people because, you know, and I mean to the point where you're bold about it. Your man don't know. So I've seen women who have that. I've seen women who brag about in the shop about how they got their man in check. They always creating an issue. They're always creating a moment to make him second guess who he is, to, you know, to kind of break him down, break down his self-esteem. Talks to him any type of way.
Wow.
You know, he'll come in, you know, bring your lunch. You know, that's one of the big things because, you know, most women come to the shop, they're going to wait a while to get their hair done. So you got somebody bring you lunch. So your man bring you lunch. You talking like, you know, you the finest thing on the earth, and he ain't going to do no better outside of you. And, you know, you have those type of women they're always looking for a way out. They're trying to find a way to get rid of you, but they can't find anybody to put up with them. So they just hold on to you, you know. And I hear them talk about it. I hear them laugh about it all the time. To the point where hanging out even at the shop, you know, we become they work husband or community husband or whatever, because you come in, you stimulate it socially by talking with one of us or talking with somebody else there in the shop or whatever. Or, you know, you just have other dudes you just talk to all the time, but you know, and you're not invested in what you have at home.
Right.
Then the other chick you said,
so it's the chick that's never satisfied.
Oh, that's the one right there.
It's the flip artist.
That one right there. That one right there.
Get right.
The never satisfied. It's nothing. You looking for instant gratification for everything. No matter what the man do to please you, you're gonna find fault with it. I saw one time, you know, and I'm glad I don't remember their names. Guy brought his wife something for her birthday. Gave her, you know, a car with a bunch of money in it. And she like, this it? You know? And he had bought her a car. And brought the car up there with the ribbon on and everything. Her side dude come in with some money. Way like not even 10% of what a man just gave her. And she like, I can't say what she said, but she's like, well, at least it's good. And she took the money from the side dude out the car and gave it as a tip to the stylist. I mean, it'd be like cold-blooded stuff like that. And I'm like, are you serious? But nothing said, like, no matter what her man did, her husband did for her, she was not satisfied. She was not content. She even found a problem with everything he had done for her.
So now the perfect couple is a chick who's never satisfied and a man that wants to be used. So you can definitely match it up.
Happy wife, happy life.
You can definitely match it up. You can match up with somebody if fellas, these chicks, and I had a podcast I did before, and every man on the podcast admitted to having been hit by women before. It's the craziest phenomenon. It's the craziest thing, right? So domestic violence is definitely a two-way street.
Oh yes.
All I'm saying is that if you're a guy that likes to be beat down, browbeat, treated, there's a ton of women out there that want to treat you like that. Ton of them out there that would love to come home and you didn't take the garbage out that day and missed the garbage truck. She's gonna slap you. And if you like to be treated like that, if you just take it and you just look at her like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. It's a ton of chicks out there that want to do that and feel that power. I'm telling you.
Facts.
Go ahead,
Facts.
talk to him, Steve.
I've seen relationships where the man is just bullied every day, and and as a brother, you want to say, hey, I have one guy. I'm like, hey, you're not gonna say nothing about that. No, man, I just want peace in my house. How you gonna get peace in your house? And you constantly being verbally abused every day. Like even when you decide you're going to exchange, the first thing is like, shut up, B, before I hit you in your mouth. This is the woman talking to the man.
Wow.
And I'm like, dang, like this is what we doing.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to live like this. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Let's take a step back. So we got down. So the never satisfied one is the one you're most familiar with personally.
Yes.
So you've never dated or ran across the flip artist.
No. Yeah. Well, yes and no. They were kind of like passive aggressive with all these. I had one that was all 3 in 1, and they were just passive. They were just a master of being passive aggressive and all that.
We want to hear about that.
Everything went back to self-esteem. The hurt, how they got to this place, why they respond this way, why they say what they say, why they aggressive, why they verbally abusive, why they did what they did wrong, and then when you call them on the carpet about it, they apologize but don't take ownership and flip it back on you. And I'd be like, oh my God, like they almost to the point where you start questioning, am I good enough for you? Because I don't feel like I'm helping you get anywhere.
Right.
So I've dealt with the passive aggressive of all 3 in 1. That's even more dangerous. That's even more dangerous. It'll put you in you almost end up in a mental hospital dealing with something like that.
It's funny because like I said, me and my man Tori last night, y'all check that show out. We was getting it going. I'm gonna run that poll tomorrow. So men aren't allowed to cry without being seen as soft, right? And so it's crazy because like women be wanting to get away with doing certain things without being seen as the perpetrator. So if a woman cheats on a man, really society assumes something's wrong with the man.
He did something wrong.
He wasn't handling his business. All right. When a woman has more than one sexual partner, she's back in the day that was a whole call. These days, she's just expressing her sexuality. She's in control.
She's being free.
She's in control of her sexual nature.
Yeah.
So you can call a chick a hoe these days, and she's gonna be like, "You just old fashioned. You don't know what's happening." Right?
Yeah.
So
because promiscuity is popular now.
So fellas, if you have to know what you in the situation for. If you in the situation for fun, let it be fun.
Right.
If you in the situation for family, you gotta get the lie detector test, or you're gonna get played. You won't know if you won't know if them kids is yours for real, right?
Yes.
You won't know you won't know what she's doing or where she's going when y'all fall out. Just keeping it real, right?
You don't know who she's talking to.
So blind trust, fellas, is no longer a good strategy to, like he said, keep peace in your home or have a good relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Women have this over men 1,000 times to 1. They will hold over your head, taking that thing and letting it be free. Oh yeah. It ain't nothing. Go ahead. Break it down because you know I'm going with this one.
They'll ride into the wheel, fall off. They're going to remind you every time of your moment or moments or whichever one of a mess up or poor decision.
Hey,
But when it's them, you better get over it.
hey, I'm telling you right now, women do it way better than we do. It's
Oh yeah.
if you tell her, girl, shoot, you better start playing, I'll get this thing away. She gonna be like, whatever. When they say it to us, man, shoot.
We lose it.
Cue the video. Cue the video.
Glass.
when they say it to us, cue the video. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Bottom line. When they say it to us, bro, I'm telling you right now, without question, that's painful.
It hurts.
That's painful. Now, Taibu Muad'Dib, confirmed genius, is going to tell you guys why. 100% approval. See, women have 100% approval with that thing in between they thing. Men don't. So if you pick up fellas and be like, girl, you didn't pick me up for the last time, I'm out of here. You know you have to go on a journey before you touch something else. For the most part. The top 1% of guys, they ain't worried about it. So chicks ain't trying to leave them. They ain't threatening them with the dang thing. They have to do different stuff with them kind of guys. Get them hooked in.
Right.
If you making 6 figures or better and you dealing with the average chick, you're gonna have the perfect scenario because she's not, it's above her station. There's no way she's giving that up. She dealt with too many bums. But the average guy, you know what I'm saying, make around between 50 and 70 G's, let's say, if that. More realistically, like 30 to 50, the average guy. Mm-hmm. So you getting somebody that's always willing to upgrade your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. And rappers, they're so mean these days. Rappers are mean, Steve. They letting you know. What's that song? These chicks ain't loyal. If a rich brother want her, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It was some guy just talking on I don't know what I was watching, but they was like, if Usher pull up on your girl, she's like, if he pull up at her job on a humbug, it's Usher. Like, yo, shorty, you got vibes. Okay, well, call me tonight. You think she not gonna call him? Whether she might just tell most of you fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, Usher told me to call, baby. Look here, I never come home again. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna pull a Harlem Nights on you.
This is real. This is real. I'm telling you right now. So we have to put it out there, man. The ladies, they're having too much of a good time. They're getting all this shine. I'm telling you, fellas, a lot of you guys, just like me and just like my brother right here, you go into the dating game, just for you young bucks, you go into the dating game with your eyes wide shut, you're going to get played. The bottom line. My show, the only reason my shows haven't gone viral, man, I'm giving out positive content. This is meant to be positive. This is not a knock on the women. I'm just saying, men aren't in the home. Men aren't there for their kids. It's all starting with our choices, bro. We have to go into it with a better strategy. That's the commercial break. My name is Taibu Muad'Dib, certified goal achievement coach. If you are stuck and you're not receiving results, whether it be fitness, my specialty, or your life, I want to make sure that you give me a call, leave a comment in here, say, raise your hand, just some kind of comment that says, put EFC in there or something. Let me know that you want some support, right? Let's get on the phone conversation. And I don't take on just any clients. A conversation with me doesn't guarantee I'll accept you into my program on my academy. You have to be a good fit. So just talking to me, putting a comment on it doesn't mean I'm automatically going to call you 1,000 times. It's not going to happen like that. I'm very busy. Steve, am I busy? I'm very busy. I've been that way for the last 2.5 years, and it's my beautiful life. So I will not cut into my beautiful life to service you guys. So get in where you fit in. Leave a comment. I'll send you a link to show you. It's a brief, like 2.5 minute tutorial. I will show you how to put your application in to join the academy, and we'll have a conversation. But I'm segueing into my commercial just to let you guys know that the conversation tonight, while we're having a good time, is about poor strategies, fellas. A poor strategy for dating a woman, if you want to be serious, with her, if you're looking for something serious, ready to settle down, ready to give it a try, a terrible strategy is blind trust. A terrible strategy is taking her at face value. Whatever she says goes. Those are two terrible strategies. You're going to get played. Now, if you want to get serious, reach out to me, comment. I'm about to get serious. Put get serious in the comment section. Put me. Raise your hand. Do something. Like, post, share this thing. Give me opportunity to reach out to you for a couple of seconds. Let's have a conversation and discussion about your strategy for dating. All right. This is for the fellas tonight, because there are women out there who are toxic and may not even know how high the toxicity is. They might be hurt, but they're not willing to admit to themselves, thus they can't admit to you how hurt they are. They want to replace the guy that left them for another chick with you, but they want him back. It's a crazy dynamic. You don't find that out until you're 3 months in,
Facts.
And she's taking calls after 10 p.m. with the guy. Oh, these are his kids. I got to talk to him. So I'm telling you right now, you just don't want that smoke. It's not a good strategy. It's not a winning strategy. Let me be clear, my brother. I help people design their own personal winning strategy to overcome the obstacles and hurdles. Mm-hmm. You are the chief obstacle to overcome, and that's what makes me good at what I'm doing. I'm a very great motivator. I'm very creative. Together, we can work this thing out and get you over that hurdle. Get you some measurable milestones. Help you out. Go ahead, Steve. What are you gonna say?
When you said to go into a relationship, proper planning is to really go in paying attention. Go in, not going and being cynical, but going looking for the writing on the wall. And we don't do that. We don't do that. We go in because we're trying to be all emotional. We're trying to say all the right things. We're focusing on the wrong stuff. We're trying to say all the right things because we want to win this person, or they're saying all the right things, which is wooing us. So we kind of like punch drunk. We're not current. We're not focused on what the main thing is, because if you let them talk long enough, it goes either both ways. You let them talk long enough, you will know what type of heart they have. You will know what social level they're on. You will know what type of the ways they think. You know how they get down. Even when they're in error, what you can tell what type of person they are by their reasoning. And so we got to be more strategic or be more intentional going into a relationship thinking with the wrong head, because we that's where we mess up at, because we saying all the right things, we messing around, and then later when they get mad, like, I don't even know this person. This person been there the whole time. You weren't paying attention, bro. And so we have to really be confident in who we are stepping into these moments, or stepping into these relationships, or you mess around somebody DM because you so caught up in the fact that they even cute, they got a bad body. You're not thinking. That's how we end up getting trapped in these bad situations.
If you look at your screen right now, what do you see on there?
I see North Texas woman arrested after allegedly stabbing, killing 3 of her kids. Jesus.
So if you think about it, right? If you think about it, there's a lot going on. Okay, a lot going on, and you don't want to be the guy to come along and try to fix something that's broke, that's not fixable. And a
You
lot
don't.
of
It's not.
women,
It's not. You don't. You're not even built like that to fix that. That's not your job. That's where a lot of men mess up. We're trying to fix stuff.
So it says it's basically saying that, you know, the lady, you know, had basically had you know, a lot of contact with the CPS people, and
Mm-hmm.
the kids were actually staying with a family member. You read through this,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, so it was a different guardian, and so you have, you know, you look at the family history, and this is what you're talking about, paying attention. Her twin sister was arrested for stabbing and killing, you know, her 7-year-old daughter. So there was a lot of stuff going on. Now the woman had 5 kids, right? So we don't know the family dynamics, but you know, 5 kids, either 5 different men or one man with 5 kids by her. Like, so, you know, when do these problems start, bro? You know what I'm saying? When do those problems take off? You know, and would you date somebody like that? I mean, she didn't look unattractive. We didn't really see her body, but she seemed like a pretty, you know, a pretty face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, so it's women out here walking around with really, really deep issues.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and so what I'm saying is the lie detector test is something that kind of evens the playing field for us. We have no way of catching up to women when it comes to game. Plus, that thing is good.
We so far behind.
That thing is good. The snappy napper, the snapper nappy, that thing is good. So you can say what you want to say, but we might never, as long as human beings exist, catch up to them when it comes to, you know what I'm saying?
Usually got them crazy.
Spin a tail. I'm just
got them crazy, that for real.
Steven, talk to me for a second, man. It's good, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so therefore it blinds you, right?
You can't think properly.
Can't think straight at all.
No, you can't think properly.
That's why somebody had 5 kids by that lady, even though clearly she shouldn't, maybe not had no kids at all. You know, when it's almost taboo, especially in the African community, to say unfit mother. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
right.
What are we discussing here? You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep all the way 100. What are we discussing here? Are we not willing? Are we not willing to call a spade a spade? I'll do it. It's my show. I'm living my truth.
Yeah, if you're just unfit, you're just unfit. I mean, it's almost like you can't say anything anymore because everybody's easily offended by truth. We say we want truth, but we easily offended by truth, and that's where.
Yeah, but I'm saying I have the stronger argument because the men need to know. I mean, Tori made a good point, and that's why I'm coming out hard, coming out strong tonight. I was gonna do a real soft thing. I was gonna be kind of softy with it and not really go in, you know, super deep. But
yeah,
you know, why would I not? You know what I'm saying? Let's you know, pull the gloves off. You know what I'm saying? Women are better at lying than men. Do they cheat more? Do they cheat more if it's based on how much they lie? Yes, definitely.
I mean, and again, from my experience, they are strategic and intentional pretty much in everything they do.
And they have a stronger weapon. They have a much more powerful tool.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You know,
listen. So I mean,
I mean, listen, they got a good weapon and they're cunning. They're you just we just not on that level. Like I tell people all the time, what we talk about, what we would talk about in the barbershop or in the locker room, we're not we're we on some soft stuff. We talk soft unless you just wild around you. It's soft stuff. It's soft stuff. I've seen and heard women talk what do you say, scheme on a whole nother level a man can't even fathom or his mind can't even get to that level yet. Unless he just raised by a pack of wolves.
okay.
You know.
So
I'm gonna catch it after this. I don't care.
Every show I make sure I put my guest on the Budweiser hot seat. It's the Muad'Dib hot seat.
Mercy.
So I have to, and the listening audience and people watching, they want to know anyway. So, what is your strategy for dating now? You admitted earlier that you've been in a situation with a woman that had all three of those characteristics. She was never satisfied. She was a flip artist, and she couldn't get right. So, you know, and she had the kid baby mama, so she had kids. So, what is your strategy for dating now?
I have to give up my secret sauce. Great. I'll say this. I'm the king of the stall out. I wait to see what you all about. When you get comfortable, because once we done with we get through the little fascination piece, or being infatuated with one another, I wait to see what you're talking about.
And what's that timeline look like? 6 months, a year, 2 years?
About 6 months. I'll start. I'm because you can only tolerate what I'm bringing to the table for a minute, and I'm not sitting here to
you giving out pink slips around 6 months, by 180 days.
Not that I'm giving out pink slips. I'm looking to see what's going on with you because I want to have a conversation about this. Like, hey, yo, like, what's going on? I want to see, what's up with your heart? Why are we like this? This has happened several times, so let's have a conversation. I guess I'll get to the point. If I'm just one of those people that I'm too old for that now. I don't really have a grace for a bunch of craziness or a bunch of just trivial stuff.
So
I'm not good.
So you're not married. You're not in a relationship right now.
Oh no, sir. No, sir. I was. I'm not no more.
Okay. So she got the 6 month pink slip, y'all. Okay. So now here, so do you think you could save time? And this is what I do, y'all. I bait them into it. Do you think that you could save time by simply seeing a person, asking that person if they want to see you more on an exclusive level, where maybe within around 60 days, we'll give it 60 days, and if they say yes, ask them if they don't mind coming to a lie detector test? Because if so, I've saved you 4 months at a time. I've saved you a couple of years of wasting your time. For real, you're gonna be an old man. I'm saving you all.
Right. I ain't never thought about a lie detector. I just never thought about it. But it's a good idea.
Okay, look. Here's why. Because it's good. That thing is good. Once you give it to you, you ain't trying to do nothing to get rid. You ain't trying to let that. That's why I said earlier, this is how I trap folks, y'all, on my show. I'm telling you, ladies, after you give that thing up, and see, most of them, Steve, they slick. Oh, it's yours. This is, once they say, and we stupid, men are stupid. Look for the book to come. I'm gonna put that book out, y'all. Men are stupid.
Mine ain't it? Right.
They say it.
Oh, yeah.
It never goes away. As them about fellas, when they say that, red flag. Because if it was yours, it would be on you. That is game with a capital G. So wow. I'm telling you right now, what I'm saying to you is, if you like somebody, Steve, and you think that you want to go farther with her, and she seems amenable to it, get the lie detector test, bring it up, because if she says she's uncomfortable with that, no matter how it comes out, you know she ain't no good, bro. And we as men have to be willing to deal with that. We do. Look, I use the story for us, for men. It's applicable. I'm not calling women pigs. I'm not. But the story of the 3 little pigs is applicable in this scenario. If you know that relationships are going to get tough, it's going to be a dogfight to make it work. You know, you're going to go through some things. It should make you closer, but you're going to go through some things. Why would you build your house with straw? Why would you build your house with sticks? So if you don't get a lie detector test, you don't know the material you're trying to build a solid foundation with. Because the lie is where it all crumbles. So 60 days in, don't waste her time and don't waste no more of yours. Now look, ladies, if you ain't get that man none in 60 days, he ain't gonna be around anyway. He shouldn't. Anybody falling for that no more. So by 60 days, if you treating her decent and right, y'all should at least, cut 3 to 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Gentlemanly 3 to 5 times. Especially if y'all not like long distance. That's a low number, but still, I'm saying at the very least. So with that said, I don't think that your strategy of trying to wait them out is applicable, because like you said, the more strategic woman, if she's chosen you for a specific reason, if she believes she can use you and wrap you on her finger and all that stuff like that, she'll play that role for 7 years.
Wow.
10 years. You know it. You know it better than me. I know. Look, I'm telling you right now, I know a chick that she was dealing with her baby daddy, and the guy she was living with mess around and call his phone and say, "Oh, she had you under in her phone as Alyssa." You know what I'm saying? So when the missed call come up, it looks like Alyssa's calling. You know what I'm saying? But Fam finally, for some reason, he wouldn't go through her phone, and he calling the female's name, or the chick that he sees calling time. I guess that
frequently.
I don't know, right? You know what I'm saying? But he guessed right. But who knows how long that had been the case? But they were cheating on each other. It sounded like, you know what I'm saying? So their relationship was messy and toxic anyway. But still, the bottom line is, women have the capacity for stuff like that. Most dudes don't. That's another
get caught anyway.
That's another right. That's another reason that we behind and we can't never catch up, because I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to none of that. So I mean, it is what it is. But would you agree that knowing for sure what you're dealing with as soon as possible makes more sense than trying to go get a tarot reading?
I definitely ain't finna do no tarot reading.
I'm saying basically, when I say tarot reading, basically I'm saying you basically are using guesswork that really has no scientific process, no measurable. We're all gonna like them until they give us reason not to. So if you get locked in before she gives you reason not to, you still locked in. That's just a bad strategy.
True.
That's just a bad strategy.
True. However, this strategy has kind of worked for me this last couple of times, because they show their hand.
How old are you?
45.
Man. Man, look. You wouldn't keep trying if you were the loner type. Is that correct?
Oh no.
So you are a loner type.
No, I'm not the loner type. I'm agreeing with them, so I'm not the loner type.
Oh, okay. So you keep trying. Okay. So ballpark figure. It's 2023. Since 2018, how many times did your strategy fail you?
Just to stall out. I'll say stall.
I mean,
Probably did fail a couple times.
I'm saying we checked out your page. You're a decent guy. I mean, you got your community well known. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? People get behind your movement. What I'm saying is if you're looking for a queen, you deserve to have one, bro. I'm just saying your strategy. And this is my problem. Y'all, I'm gonna leave my man. After the show's over, I'm gonna hook him up with the link to the podcast I did called Stupid. And I'm not calling you stupid, Steve. I'm not calling anybody out there stupid. I'm saying the podcast I broke down that avoidance and stubbornness are the two main reasons that many people that need help and need to learn and create a better strategy, a winning strategy, don't get it and don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Stubbornness and avoidance. You can't avoid a better strategy. I mean, you can continue to, but you're just getting older and you're still just as lonely. That for one. For two, being stubborn and not getting the coaching, not going through the coaching program and learning this skill doesn't make any sense, because once you see the what's it called, the turnover rate, when a job keeps losing a lot of employees, what's it called? I can't think of it right now. It's messing with my head.
I got you.
Higher turnover. It's a high turnover rate. So
yeah,
your turnover rate for what your goal is just way too high. This is way too high. Either you're single or you have a great strategy and you caught. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm throwing out there to you. Now, if you want to know for me what it is I was single long enough to be ready to go through whatever I had to go through. If I chose somebody, I chose them for a reason. So I was single long enough to be able to go through some things with a woman until it all kind of evened out. So I've been in a relationship for 2 years, right? But I was single 5 years before that. So if you get in a relationship with somebody, then men don't be all fickle. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fickle about it. Don't be like them. Look for the back door. Never satisfied. If you choose somebody, right, go ahead and get the building. Right. Bottom line. Because good things can come out of that, and you won't be dealing with that loneliness factor. If you working hard out there, fellas, and you don't have that queen to come home to, or she don't want to come home to you, or you don't have that connection with somebody, y'all can live separate and be great. I'm just saying, but if you don't have that significant other that you're looking for, your strategy is wanting. So I'm just suggesting that for you. This is a good podcast, good opportunity for you to know that what you just said to me, that's not your design for a winning strategy. If it's failed you for the past 5 years, it's time to pivot. I'm just suggesting.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back. I haven't been looking for 5 years though. I just maybe in the past year and a half just started trying to date. And so just seeing what's out there. Because after my divorce, man, I really was kind of like, and I mean, I'll be transparent. Yeah, I need time. And I can be transparent. I was hoping that we were going to maybe come back together. And I wasn't really, really willing to accept my reality for a while. So now that I have, that's what made me, start trying to move on.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. So that was a bad strategy. That was a terrible strategy. I'm saying, and because I am, look, I'm telling y'all right now, if this doesn't get me a super huge inflow of people wanting to join my academy, remember, I have to qualify you. Everybody can't get in. I'm not gonna work with just anybody. We can have a conversation. This right here kills it. All right. So yeah. So what I'm gonna say is that a lot of people don't realize that I just broke down for you like something that could have helped you not go through 3 years of purgatory over an ended relationship. Wait, no, I'm just saying. This is everybody. This is why I do what I do. Had you reached out to me and been watching my podcast and reached out to me and said, Taibu Muad'Dib, I heard you mention getting lie detector tests. This is my situation. I got a divorce. It's official, but I really believe there's opportunity for me and her to work it out. At least I want her back, and she's throwing me mixed signals. Do you think the lie detector test would be a good thing to take care of that? And I would have said, look, Steve, if you ask her and she says yes, she doesn't mind doing it, I think you have a pretty good chance of getting your wife back, and y'all having a good relationship. If she shoots it down, you gotta cut ties, bro. She's helping you out, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I take ownership. It wasn't so much of a thing of her. It was more of me just accepting my reality. That just was just kind of wishful thinking. I wasn't accepting my reality.
But we're not getting no younger. And you definitely, if whether you messed that relationship up or not, there's still someone out there for you.
Sure.
So I would have. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, being single for 4 to 5 years before I started a relationship was more about me just enjoying being single. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was about. So that when I got into a relationship, I wasn't like I was missing nothing. The menages and being able to go out, kick it, bring some home if I wanted to. I did all that. So you know what I'm saying? Like I get into a relationship, I'm cool, I'm relaxed. I'm not chasing, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like this person brings way too much value into my life to be, whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's be honest about at least one thing. Bro, the strategy that I'm shooting out there to you, it's just a more precise and accurate way of doing what you want to do, what you're going to do anyway. You have an urge to meet somebody special and build something with them, but it just makes sense to know what the material you're building from day one. If you cut the ribbon and break ground on a relationship, you want to know that concrete is grade A. It's not going to chip, after a couple of rainfalls or one winter. You know what I'm saying? And the freeze come. You see what I'm saying? Like you want to know that, and you can know that. Do you know it only costs $250 to get lie detector tests done here in Texas?
$250.
That's all it takes.
Sheesh. Gotcha.
So and again, we'll hop off here in a minute. We've gone for a good hour or so, but I'm just saying, do you understand the necessity for the coaching now in people's lives? People are just they're stuck, they're trapped, suffering silently. These terrible strategies. That was just, you're a good dude. I'm glad you came on the show. You wasn't anytime. I'm just saying, I'm glad that we had this conversation about the women and what's going on with them, because just the fear alone of going through those situations again should make you guys want to get lie detector tests. Or you're gonna get played.
I need to do it. I was ready. Yeah, no, I feel you on that.
Yeah, I'm saying look, y'all, I am in no means a know-it-all. But let's be clear about something. The reason that you guys are losing in whatever situation, and for you, I'm not calling you a loser or saying you're losing. I think you're wasting time when you could be a lot more strategic about the dating situation. Because clearly you're meeting women who are attracted to you, you're attracted to them, and there's a jump start. But when you have that 60-day that 60-day pink slip rather than a 6-month pink slip. I'm saving you years before you find a woman that's good. It's good of material, good stock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm saying that because it has to be a part of your strategy. People, what you don't realize about the coaching that I provide is this. I'm gonna go live one more time so they can hear this too, because they need to hear this over here on Tiki Talk. Let me go ahead and try this one more time, because I'm gonna break this concept down. This is what the difference of the coaching is versus y'all just mess around and y'all just Easter egg hunting and planning and throwing little things out there. A strategy affords you an expected outcome. I'll say it again. A strategy affords you an expected outcome. A winning strategy is one step above that. A winning strategy practically guarantees you that you will progress in a certain manner, in a certain way, further than where you are now. Whether just getting in shape, whether it's landing that perfect relationship, a winning strategy is an expected outcome that's guaranteed to progress you one step further than where you are now. So if you've been spinning your wheels for a long time, if you've been stuck for years, you have to get a coach. You have to get mentored by somebody that has a winning strategy. Look on my pages, look over my pages and see how I was living and what I was doing versus my beautiful life now. My life, you don't even need $1 million, most of you people. I don't even need to be rich because all you want is that special someone. Get married and it lasts. All you want is to be recognized at your job for the job that you do. Maybe get a promotion. All you want to do is stop being depressed. Stop feeling down on yourself. So you gotta get with a brother that knows. Get with me. Let's create a winning strategy for you, so we can expect the outcome and know you're gonna progress at least one step further. For you, I'm telling you right now. For you, if you get on a coaching program, bro, because I just rolled out my Black Friday joint, so I rolled out 3 new packages. If you get on my coaching program, bro, I guarantee you that by this time next year, for sure, if not within the first 6 months, with the kind of strategy that we would put out there based on what you like, right, to see and to hear, to see on her body, on her face, whatever, and to hear come out of her mouth, based on at least those 2 things, we can get you in front of some people, get you on some date, get you going, and man, make that thing spectacular. And then like on the TV shows, when y'all get to that point where it's like, okay, which one to do? Okay, let's go get lie detector test. You and I, let's see what it's hitting on. Or what you mean lie detector? No. I'm not accusing you. I just want to make sure that before we move forward, we both have mutual trust. She can't say no to that. If she say no to that, you did yourself a favor. And like I said, you save time. You already have other candidates. You just picked her out the bunch for whatever reason you chose to select her. Now you got, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's Facebook dating, whether it's Black people meet, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's just your regular hangout, you know, or you know, that works somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, we all have those roster fillers. We all have them. So it gets that person out the way definitively. No thinking about it and wondering what could be. None of that. You know, she didn't went to the test. No good. I can't deal with that. But what do you think?
Do you think their reasoning, if a woman has reasoning, or just say she just doesn't want to do it, what makes her disqualified? The mere fact that she just don't want to do it?
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Okay. So a relationship is not going to work without respect
And trust.
I didn't say trust. I
I said you can respect. I say and trust.
Oh, okay. Well, that's now you see what I'm talking about strategy. If that's what's important to you, let me continue. So I just don't believe that if a person respects you, they're not going to want to be trusted by you. If a person respects you, they're gonna want you to trust them.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have is we have a situation where let me plug my PC in real quick. If we have a situation where we're discussing women who aren't concerned about being trusted because they have larceny in their heart. So they're out for the team anyway. It's the Italian job. You ain't even Italian. You know what I mean? So if she says no, it's not just about her just not wanting to do it. We're not talking about going to the store and getting milk tonight versus in the morning for the kids' cereal. You can't just not want to do it. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to put in the kind of effort that you done, what woman, fellas, raise your hand if your chick is low maintenance. Right. Nobody's hand goes up. She wants it all. So before I get ready to put that kind of service in, ma'am, you're going to have to take this lie detector test. I'm going to make sure that I'm not doing X, Y, Z and ABC. And then, like you said earlier in the salon, that gym ain't coming through as soon as I go to work. You know what I'm saying? Padding the mattress. I'm telling you, I don't know one woman that's not a lot of work. And you won't know one either, fellas, ever. So before you get ready to put that work in, man, you have to know that there's that value is there. So you have to get lie detector tests. I'm telling you right now. I'm supremely confident that if you don't take my advice, if you don't like or comment or share this video you're seeing right now, or reach out to me and ask me for some help, you're gonna fly blind and you're gonna get what you deserve. And then you'll call me up. Cue the video. Then after you keep the windows in, let me cue the video up one more time. After you kick her windows out, then you're gonna call me up if you're not in jail. You might call me collect from jail. You know what I'm saying? Let me cue the video one more time so y'all can see it one more again. This is what I'm talking about right here. If you don't get the coaching and we don't get your better strategy, it's gonna be you.
This shit real out here. That's right. Oh!
Sam kicking windows out.
What's behind the Chadwick? She just stabbed you.
He went for the track. But look.
This shit real out here.
And you know, I don't care what y'all say. I told y'all, you look at the dude and look at the chick, like you look at how he's, I don't know. These women out here these days, man, what can I say, man? That was, you know, she deserved to get her windows kicked out for dating that dude. You know, what that dude have to offer? You know what I'm saying? On the corner, pants sagging down to his, pants sagging down, what did it say? Down to the ground, what is it? Pants on the knees. What was that song?
Pants on the pants on the ground.
Yeah, pants
like
on
that.
the ground. I'm saying, you sisters, come on, man. And fellas, that's why you have to have lie detector tests, because you have to ask that chick. One of the questions on there have to be on there. You know, have you ever dated a dude that wasn't bleep? You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, because we all know what that means. That's universal. So ain't no lying about that. Ain't no lying about that. If she says no, and Mari says she said no, and that's a lie, you definitely can't deal with her. If she's down to mess with any old lame in the street, any old bum in the street, bro, what would you build with her? Because there's a trillion of those guys out there. She doesn't even need a quality dude. Nah.
In most cases, they choose the bum over the quality dude.
You said that earlier, which is all the more reason why I'm going to send you the link so you can join the First Step Coaching Programs. We can get you a better strategy because I'm telling you right now, flying blind ain't it. And I'm telling you, if you guys are decent, if you know you're a decent dude and you mean well by the woman, you should have a woman that mean well by you. I'm Taibu Muad'Dib, man. Me and Steve gonna kick it and laugh with y'all some more. To watch the full episode over here on Facebook, if you want to see the full show, y'all missed a lot. Go to YouTube, man, at Taibu Muad'Dib 4019. That is the show. I'm gonna get off there with y'all. Appreciate y'all on YouTube. I always give YouTube a little bit more. I give YouTube a little bit more, man, because you know they're faithful. They came over there, they did the dang thing. I appreciate y'all. So my last words. I'm gonna let you go first. The show today was about women that tear men down, man. Go ahead and give the audience your final words, man. Let's go. You got 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Let's go.
Men have a plan of action. Just don't go for the draw. Have a plan of action. Think long term.
Oh, all right. So my final thoughts in 60 seconds is this. Someone is after something, and without a legitimate strategy, without putting science in the game, men just don't have a shot. Just don't have a shot. You're not working with the kind of power a woman's working with in the intimacy game. Just don't have a shot. You know, like my man said, they're more strategic when they're planning, they're scheming. Just don't have a shot. The only thing that evens the playing field, fellas, is to have that lie detector test every 60, 90 days to where she, you know, that's got to keep them in line. If you're not going to use your hands, don't do it. Don't do it. I've been there. Don't do it. It's trouble. It ain't right. But I'm saying on the real to real, the only way to keep them in line is to make sure that they're honest with you. And lie to the test and do it every time. So I would say before you commit to her, fellas, if she's not willing to strap up, it's no good. It's no good. It's no good because you deserve to have the right kind of material to build with. You know, if you're trying to build something strong, build a legacy, you got to have the right material. Would you agree, sir?
I totally agree. Totally agree.
So the only way to know for sure if she's going to tell you the truth to your face, if she's going to tell you, you know, whatever kids y'all have or she already has, or you know, if she's going to tell you the truth, she's going to keep 100 because respect is everything. So if she respects you, she's going to tell you the truth. So if the lie to the test checks back out, you know you got a winner, and you can rest easy. Y'all both can rest easy. Both y'all strap up, whatever the case may be. But I'm telling you right now, if she says no or lie to the test come back bogus, I did you a favor. You save money, you save time, and you ain't kick out nobody's windows.
Don't do it.
Cue the video.
Don't do it.
But that's the show, man. Steve, go ahead and hang out, and we'll go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate everybody, man. Tomorrow at 9:30, it looks like my man Lava Raheem will be in here. Hip hop head, he's a good dude.